This kind of production that we shot, we definitely bit off more than we can chew. I don't have like a film degree or anything. There is a level of naivety that I have when I make these kind of films. These projects are the most grueling and intense and sometimes frustrating experiences that I've ever had to commit time to. This was a huge undertaking for a project that I'm really passionate about. I have never done any kind of fight work before. Everything was like, it was so nerve-wracking. It was very surreal. I knew we were about to embark on a very different kind of film set. We're like going over lines and I'm just like, I hope we can pull this off. My name is Eric. I am the writer, director, and I star in the short film Braindancer. So Braindancer is the conclusion to a now 3-part series that I started back in 2020 in the middle of the COVID pandemic. Essentially, it is the culmination of all the things that we set up since the beginning of the first one. And it is also, it was my attempt to do all the things that I wanted to do with the 2 previous installments, just thrown together in one crazy project. Back in 2022, I ended up having to take a break from streaming. I had some internet issues, Cox, fuck you. And essentially, I had a lot of time on my hands to think about creative projects. I always knew that if I ever made a sequel to the Cyberpunk special that I did back in 2020 and Redacted that I did in 21, I knew that it would always be the idea of what if the roles were switched and Cyber Eric had to rescue Eric this time. And so that was the initial idea for what Braindancer was going to be. The virtual reality aspect of it that we threw in was something that I thought was a pipe dream. And then a company called Stress Level Zero released a trailer for a game called Bone Lab.
Everything out here is about building, about creation.
Bone Lab's a VR game where you can incorporate any modded character model into the game to play in VR. And I saw that trailer and shit myself. After that happened, I knew that we were gonna go back to the cyberpunk roots of the first one and incorporate the BD aspect of it. In the cyberpunk universe, they have these virtual reality devices called Braindance devices. And I knew I wanted to incorporate that aspect with the Bone Lab project. And so I thought, what if narratively we combined a way to mix the cyberpunk universe with in the Bone Lab universe, Monogon. We combine them together in one cohesive thing. What if they somehow were able to work together and create a device? So that's what we did with this project. Way too damn long. I started penning it right when I started on hiatus in 2022. I wrote it in about a span of 5 months, off and on.
Working hard.
Writing's hard. I'm still writing. I have so much more writing to do. All the stuff during the stream too I have to write. I did it.
I always knew early on that we would have my character Eric defeat Dyson in the very end. So there was like specific things that I knew that I wanted, but it wasn't until later on that I knew how to like put all those like little specific plot points together. Mark is the only person that I ever consider when I do these kind of projects, because I know he can get it done and he's very good at what he does. And so whenever I was coming up with this idea, there's no question that I was going to hit up Mark. Telling him my crazy ideas, on the other hand, was a thing that I was definitely nervous about, because when we wrapped Redacted, I swore that I would not do anything as high budget as that for a while. And then when I had to take a hiatus, that quickly turned into the biggest project I've ever done in my life. When I sat down with Mark and was like, hey, there's gonna be a virtual reality aspect for this. There's gonna be slow-mo. I want 3 fight scenes. We're gonna do bullet time. We could do that, right? Oh man. Well, if you can't tell, so a lot of the major tracks that we used in the film are by an artist named Cloud. Cloud's a EDM artist that I discovered in 2020, I think. The first song I ever heard by him was Virus, which is the song that we used for the title card sequence for the film, for Braindancer. Immediately, I was like, who is this guy? And I went into his discography and like fell in love. When I started writing Braindancer, I've always been inspired by Edgar Wright, who does a lot of cool scenes in his films using music as a way to emphasize certain scenes. I've always liked the idea of having cool musical elements tied together with certain scenes and stuff that I wanted to do. And so I knew like for like the fight scenes and stuff and for certain for like the title card and the credits and stuff, we're gonna use his music. Very nervously reached out to him and his management. I was like, hey, I'm working on this like low budget film project. I really would like to use your music in it. Can we do that? And they were like, yeah. Couple of ways. Are we live? Can you hear me? Did you hear that? Karaoke, the leg wax karaoke was so absurd. I had egg in my hair. 3, 3. 3. Oh, that hurt actually. That's a tough egg. I'm in the cheerleader outfit as Chrissy from Stranger Things. You hit your 250 milestone and you must dress up as Miss Chrissy Cheerleader. Wait, what? Oh my god, you're right! Is this too hot for Twitch? Hang on. Look at this. Oh, dude, I love that. I love that for me. I'm singing Creed. Come on, let's go there. Oh, no, I know it's coming. Let's ask, can we stay? Can you take me higher? Take me higher. To a place where life and me. Oh, tomorrow brings, I'll be there. With open arms and open eyes, yeah. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there. Oh. And everyone's watching me get my hair ripped out of me. It was just like so much weird shit happening at once. I think about that constantly. It's one of my favorite clips too from that whole stream. Just for quick backstory, the day that we did that fundraiser, I had not streamed for months. I'm not a big streamer. I have a very small, close-knit community of people that come say hey and hang out, and they're amazing. Being gone for so long, I kind of just assumed that like I would do that fundraiser stream, and if I was lucky, maybe make like $100. And everyone showed the fuck up. We ended up raising a little over $1,100. This wasn't a charity stream. This was literally people funding for a project that I'm really passionate about. It was very surreal. Like I said, like I didn't expect that kind of turnout, and I am incredibly hard on myself constantly. And that whole ride where I was on my way to my friend Helly Anthus's house, shout out to her for letting us use her place to shoot that in the first place. I was like, this is gonna flop. Like, there's no way we're gonna be able to make this film work. And we managed to do it. Like, I mean, we couldn't have done that without everyone who contributed, and it's incredible. The community that we have has been consistently just one of the greatest group of people I've ever encountered in my life. I also have a very close friend of mine who a lot of people know as Miss A to Z, and she reached out to me. Basically, she's like, hey, I want to help fund your film. If you're watching this, which I'm sure you are, thank you so much. We couldn't have done this without you. So yeah, That's how it got funded. It's hot. Yeah, it was great. That was probably the worst pain I have ever experienced in my life after eating something. We'll eat this guy. The chip is in like a sealed packaging. It has been opened. It smells hot. Doing it. I'm a man. It's hot. I gotta milk. I gotta milk. Y'all, I gotta pee. When we were doing that fundraiser, I had to leave to go to the bathroom a couple of times. And at one point, I was literally like, not fetal position, but like bent down on the floor on my knees, hovered over, just trying to live. It was so hot and painful. Like it would come in waves and it would like not let up for like an hour. I got the bubble guts right now, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. I feel the chip getting in my stomach. It's coming back again. It's like heat. It's like heat, like a swelling pain that comes in waves, and it goes away, and it comes back. It's at maximum velocity right now. Fuck it. We'll sing Someone Like You. I'm gonna butcher this. It isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best. It's awful. We'll never do it again. Never. Could not pay me enough. I'd rather get pegged than eat another one of those fucking chips. If I had to spitball close to $4,000, probably one of the more expensive aspects of the film, but like I was very adamant about it, was the chair that I sit in. It was very important to me to capture the cyberpunk feel of everything. If you play that game, whenever they like strap in to get like cybernetic upgrades and stuff, they sit in these cool tattoo type chairs, and they have like Ripper docks, they're called in the game. Go and give them upgrades and stuff. And so I was like, I want a chair like that in this when I'm getting put in the brain dance. I was very adamant about getting that. It was not cheap though. Location scouting for this was not fun. The first thing that I believe we scouted out was the bar for Act 2. And the first bar that we looked at, I think we have footage of it. I talked to the manager. He was really nice, showed me the place, told me to get back in touch with me. Didn't get back in touch with me. I emailed him, didn't get back in touch with me. He basically ghosted me. So then a friend of mine was like, hey, this guy owns this bar. Probably be down to let you shoot there. Text messaged him. He was like, yeah, sure, $100, let's do it. I was like, great. Getting to the like interrogation place and the like brain dance scene and all the other fight sequences that we did was a little bit more complicated. My lovely friend Kate let us use her workspace. The workspace that she had, they had these like abandoned rooms that we could freely shoot in. And one of the spaces was this office space that we ended up actually using for the whole interrogation scene with me and Dyson.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, great. They sent a fucking transformer to interrogate me. Tell me, are you Optimus or Megatron? Okay. Roomba was my next guess. The other room that we shot needed a little TLC. It was just like bird shit everywhere. they had like openings in the roof, and I guess birds were able to freely get in there and nest and shit and make babies and leave feathers everywhere, and it was terrifying when we went and looked at it the first time.
Look at that.
We spent a whole night just cleaning it and making it ready so that none of us died from like bird flu or something. That car mechanic shop, because it's like a running business, there's things happening in all the time, we have natural like set dressing everywhere. So like in the shots and stuff, it's not empty anymore. Everything was filled. The mechanic shop looked incredible. It was probably my favorite location that we shot at. And then yeah, we also did a little coffee shop scene. I really liked the setup with me and Colin at the start of the film. It's a very cool, and we'll get to it I guess, but the little kitchen scene we do with the chicken, that looked great. It's a quick scene, but I liked how everything looked there. I was happy with it.
So, talk about Infamous.
Oh, he's a character, isn't he? The first thing was, I knew at some point in the film there was going to be an interaction where Eric and Infamous were in the same room. Because of that, I had to make a few changes. I needed to make sure that the two characters on camera would look like completely separate people in a way. That was also the reason we had always referred to Infamous as Cyber Eric for the longest time. When we did the Cyberpunk one and even Redacted. This was the film where, because I knew they were going to be in the same room, I wanted to make sure they each had their own designated names so there wasn't any kind of confusion. So we went with Infamous, which we did give a little backstory for in the film. The other thing was weight gain. The job I had at the time when we were prepping this film, I didn't have a lot of time to eat. I had to run and get fast food constantly, and I gained some weight. I couldn't fit in the jacket anymore. It was just too tight. But I knew also I was going through a rebrand at the time, and I really liked this bird logo that we came up with. I was like, that kind of fits into the bird logo we had on the original jacket. I was like, well, this would be a perfect way. Let's get a print for the bird. We'll put it on a new jacket. I fucking love it. I love that jacket. You know, we bought a jacket, like a plain black jacket from like fucking Forever 21 or something, I think. Online on Etsy, man, Etsy was our Lord and Savior on this film. There was a lady who was making like, I don't know how you explain it. It was like weird like vinyl prints for like pretty cheap. I was like, here's this thing I want. And at the time, it was a square thing with like a blue, like a purplish print on the background, and then the bird logo in the center. And I was like, this is gonna look so cool. And she shipped it out to us. I was super excited. We ironed it on the back of the jacket. And it looked like dog shit. I was like, this looks tacky and gross as fuck. Either me or you came up with the idea to like, just cut it out. And so we cut out the bird from it, glued it on, and then I was like, that's it. That's the look. We also had this like form-fitting purple shirt that I found off some like weird sketchy website. And then I wanted like a nod to the game, the Cyberpunk game. So I had this Cyberpunk Johnny Silverhand shirt lying around. I cut off the sleeves on it and put it like a tank top over. So that was kind of how we went with the look for it. Weird detail, but like, I don't know if you know this, but it's gonna be hard to do fight scenes in tight ass jeans, right? So we had these pair of black jeans lying around that were really comfy. They were very flexible. And I was like, I'm gonna have to wear this if I'm gonna do fight scenes in jeans. The arm is your baby. We ended up ordering a what is it, like a blueprint off of Etsy for this arm. I asked Nick, do you think you could make this? Because you had done like cosplay stuff before. You're like, yeah, it should be easy. Like I could do that, no problem. And we got all the parts like put out. We got the EVA foam. We cut it out.
I'm doing the crafting.
That arm, I'm so glad that it lasted the shoot, because that arm was a bitch to set up. You've got multiple parts that attach onto the arm in separate ways. The hand was the scariest part, because it had thin pieces that would come around the side of the hand here, and when you would try to fit it over, you'd be like, this is it, the little tiny part here that comes around is gonna snap. It was always just like barely holding on. The first day that we shot with it was the day we did the big fight scene with all the guards, and it looked immaculate.
Let's see it. This is how it looks.
Yeah.
What time is it? Fucking 7.
Sometime o'clock.
30 in the morning, a.m.
7:30.
7:30 a.m.
This might be the last time you see it.
This might be the last time we see it this beautiful.
We'll see. See what happens. By the end of that thing, that shoot, that arm was fucked.
It's not fucked.
Like the one you see on YouTube people have? Yeah.
Right here.
Torn.
They just sit in the box.
Rip and tear until
Rip and tear until it's fucked up.
That was a one take in memory of.
We lost the arm piece, the elbow got smashed and messed up. I thought we were gonna have to like scrap the arm. Luckily, EVA foam is incredible if you just throw a hot gun on it, like a heat gun, because all the cracking and damage that was on it fixed itself with the heat gun. And then all we had to do at that point was just make a couple of small pieces back and glue it onto there, and it was good to go. Terrifying process to make, but we made it work. Wore a wig, itchy as hell wig. I mean, we're already past the shooting phases. I feel like I can say I hate the way the wig looks without the hood on. I think with the hood on it looks great, but without that's one of the things I wish I could change about the shoot. It didn't look too great, but it is what it is. We're on a budget. We did so much stuff with this project that I didn't think we would actually be able to do. The arm thing was something that was like a pipe dream at the time. I was like, there's no way we could even implement some kind of thing like that into the film. And then when we realized we could actually do this, it was just crazy to have scenes where, we had this arm upgrade, and then, people who are viewing the stream feel like there's got to be some kind of excitement about that, because they got to fund that process, narratively, they pitched in to make that happen. They wouldn't been able to, Infamous wouldn't have got that arm if not for the chat pitching in to make that happen during the stream. There's just a lot of payoff with that kind of stuff. I'm happy with how it turned out. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, I think one of the biggest props that we needed to worry about was the BD headset. My friend Angelo, who made the control gun, the service weapon, when we did Redacted, I hit him up again. I was like, hey, could you 3D print this thing? And yeah, sure. Whipped it up, sent it to us. It looked great. The weird caveat about using anything that's 3D printed, it is so fragile.
I need it to go through the hole. A little tiny microscopic hole. We're trying to make hinges, and this hole didn't fill all the way on the 3D print. So we gotta make it.
That headset broke apart, I want to say 4 times during the production of this film. It looks great, but it's you got to be real careful about it. But yeah, I mean, I love that headset. Definitely gonna keep that. The swords are amazing. Immune's dad is a woodworker, was like, I could make some swords for you. I was like, yes! We gave him the measurements for how long they needed to be, and he whipped it up, sent it to us. I was so excited to see them. They're made out of really sturdy wood. When you watch the film, if you're wondering if we're actually clashing, we are. We're actually making contact with that, and they stood up the duration of production on that. I love those things. They came out amazing. We have the breakaway bottles. You could buy 6 of them for 100 buckaroonies.
What is it?
Hopefully not broken. It's so light.
Our letters.
Oh, they're individually wrapped.
Oh, no.
So nervous. Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. Sometimes they make breakaway bottles with sugar, but we got ones that don't use sugar so that you can fill them with liquid. I want it to burst with what looks like beer. I want to break it so bad.
We have 6 bottles. We only get 6 shots to make that shot work. I'm like, cool. I'm hoping we get the shot angle properly so that we have like the perspective of the guy just getting like swung across the face. You see it break everywhere. It'll look really cool. Breakaway bottle.
They were really fun to shoot the bar scene with. That slow-mo shot with the bottle breaking over Zach's face is one of my favorite shots of the movie. It looks so good. I love those breakaway bottles. Oh yeah, the Jedi holocron, but hopefully nobody caught on to that when they watched it. I didn't even know it was a Jedi holocron at the time. I was just like, ooh, cool blue light up cube. That's great. And then after I got it, I was like, this is a Star Wars thing, isn't it? You know, it works. Interdimensional travel. Might have got himself a Jedi holocron. You never know. Favorite prop? I watched like a lot of Bruce Lee films, and I loved like samurai movies as a kid. Those swords are so cool. I fucking love those things. Second place goes to Dyson's helmet. I let Jeff hold on to it because he had never gotten to do a role like that before, but I fucking loved that helmet. The day we got it, I was so excited. When we saw Jeff wear it for the first time with the whole suit and everything, I was so happy with the full look. I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing that we've come up with by far. Me and Jeff kind of brainstormed on ideas for the look for Dyson. Originally, there was a kind of like this weird cyber corporate suit that I thought he would wear originally. As soon as we came up with the idea to have the helmet, I knew I wanted something that kind of matched with the helmet more. And Jeff mentioned, he was like, hey, I have this Tron motorcycle suit just lying at my house. I don't know if it still fits me, but we could give it a shot. And then, yeah, I mean, the day that he showed up with that suit on and then put the helmet on, I was like, that's fucking it. Like, that's the look. We tried to get as best we could on budget. We wanted to get some kind of like police uniforms. They are literally Party City police shirts and pants. The hats that came with them kind of sucked. So we ended up just foregoing the hats, and we came up with some of the characters would wear hats. We had an actual NCPD hat that we ordered for one of the guards to have. One of the things we got was that cool visor for one of the guardsmen. I tried to keep it as close as possible to the standard police uniform outfit in the game. I think I was pretty satisfied with how they looked. Yeah, I mean, like there was a couple of times on set that some of the actors like mistook me for Keanu Reeves. So for every fight scene to happen, I didn't want all the fight scenes to feel the same. I knew we were gonna have like a bar fight scene. We were gonna do like a straight up like Matrix type fight with a bunch of guards at once. And then I knew I wanted like a slow, methodical sword fight encounter. I have never done any kind of fight work before I've never gotten in a fight in my life, and I'm sure as hell never filmed a fight scene in my life. It's one of the reasons why we ended up not shooting any, we always cut away during combat encounters in Redacted. We didn't know how to shoot it, and it was one of those things that I wanted to do, but it was just too much to tackle. And so I knew for BRAINDANCER, I was like, we're gonna do the fight scenes. We're gonna figure them out, we're gonna make them happen. And goddamn, we did. The bar fight, my friend JC has combat experience working as a guard at like a detention facility. And so I went to him and was like, hey, can you teach me how to do some beefy like brawler type, crowd control type combat?
Punch. Okay, I'm on it. Body, body, head again, and then throw. I need to slow it down, but I get in your guard somehow. You got me. I come across. Flip over.
And that's kind of how we pictured the fight for the bar fight scene. The fight scene with all the guards, probably my favorite scene that we shot during the entire shoot. I knew we needed to do some kind of technical fight stuff, and so I hit up Jeff because Jeff is an actor. Like, he knows people in the area that would, you know, he has connections for stuff like that. And I was like, hey, we need to shoot like a legitimate fight scene. Do you know anyone who's like a fight coordinator? And he was like, oh, here's the contact info for my buddy Quan. Hit him up, maybe he'll, you know, see what he thinks, he'll let you know. So I messaged Quan and he was like, yeah, sure, dude. I love passion projects like this. I'll help you out.
The way I see it is,
My name is Juan Lee. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and growing up over there, I went to performing arts school. When I came down here, I grouped up with a film group here to do some film work. I worked with a group named Film Faction, and we started making shorts and then became featurette films. That's when I got my role as starting, choreography, because my background martial art was since '92, and I still train to this day. We got an award for like the best hand-to-hand combat at the HBO sponsored film event, and that's when I choreographed. So after a few questioning who he has, is there experience, are they trained, are they not? So I kind of put together something where it doesn't require too much involvement, not too complicated, something that, a lot of people can easily pick up. And then, of course, I'm very well open to inputs and the ideas from other people too as well, because sometimes the person who's had the project, they want to incorporate their own ideas, which is fine. We'll make it work. We just find ways to inject it at certain places. So yes, it was a short day, but I'm glad it worked out pretty smoothly. We didn't have long hour shoots. I mean, I've been on shoots that were 16 hours, 18 hours, so I kind of know. The shoot with Eric was pretty fast, smooth. It's smaller, so I have it easier control because if you're the stunt coordinator, you kind of know what everybody's doing. Versus in a bigger project where we had 150 stunt people, we have to relay to a bunch of people. Okay, you group over here work for this. So we had about a total of 6-7 groups, and they're working on just 6-7 different sets, and then you got to memorize each set. So in this set, it's easy. Working with Eric was easygoing. It was not too difficult at all.
He was a goddamn legend on set. He showed up. I told him how I wanted the very beginning of the fight to start, and we shot that whole fight scene 3-4 hours maybe. Just knocked it out. He was very good about teaching us the moves and stuff, and showing. I'm a very hands-on learner, so he would do the moves, and then I would try to mimic what he was doing, and then every now and then I would put my own input on how we would do certain moves and takedowns and stuff. Specifically the very last takedown that we do with the nightstick, the spin around and stuff. I came up with that. Quan's done films like this. He could just walk up on set and be like, okay, here's what we need to do, here's how the camera works. Everything was very quick. There's a shot where we had Quan be as one of the guards. He comes at me with these fast punches, and the cool slapping thing, and then the takedown was so fucking clean on camera. It took a few takes, but that whole motion, I cannot describe to you the amount of badassery I felt as a human being, pulling that off and making it look good on camera. I feel we got the most interesting moves and dynamic combat doing stuff with Quan. At the end of it, I feel I had a decent grasp on how you would shoot this kind of stuff. It was a really cool learning experience. Final fight sequence that we did with Jeff was a group effort.
The third move to beat the reflection. Two strikes, two ba, ba, and then I'll do and then we'll cross right here.
and then from here, that'll give you time. That'll give you time to load this, and that'll give you time to load that.
Yeah.
Does that work better?
That works. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We knew we wanted it to be kind of a one-shot situation, and so that was a lot of planning and we had to map out, literally map out the space and where we were gonna move, when we were gonna move there, and all of the little specific beats to do that. I think ultimately, all of the fight scenes that we put together turned out amazingly on camera, considering we had never done anything like that before. Being able to do a fight scene in general has always been on my bucket list. I've always dreamed of being a part of a fight scene. And we got 3 in this film. I am over the moon about, you know, how everything came out on that. In all reality, like, they're very different fight scenes, but like, I love so much about each one of them. They're really just 10 out of 10 for me.
We are on the verge of day one.
I'm on the verge of tears. I knew when I was writing this that, you know, we have such like an incredible community. I wanted to see if it was within budget to have one of the members of our community fly in and be a part of it and like play like a major role in the cameo. Dude, Locke is such a fucking cool human being. I hit him up and I was like, hey man, do you want to be a part of this film? And he was like, immediately yes. He was like, I absolutely want to do this. Getting to meet him was such a fun experience. We did make gumbo the night before.
Making gumbo.
I was like, Locke, you gotta try the gumbo, man. I gotta make this. It's just like a rite of passage. You can't come to Louisiana and not have a gumbo. It's just fact.
It is almost time. How you feel?
I am a husk of a man. It was very surreal. I knew we were about to embark on a very different kind of film set. We flew somebody in from like states away to be a part of it. We, you know, bought out a bar for a day. Everything was like, it was so nerve-wracking. I remember being terrified the night before. We're like going over lines and I'm just like, I hope we can pull this off.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a movie.
We're on our way.
The day of, when we actually got on set at the bar, there was a weird calmness I had being on set. It was like, we're here to do a thing, we're gonna do it. That was a 12-hour shoot day, and we knocked that entire act out in 12 hours. The very first few shots, I remember it feeling very weird. Not because like, it's weird to like act with Locksteady, but just like, seeing him in person is very different than like seeing him on Twitch, you know? I feel like me and Locke immediately clicked on set. Locke was a really good actor on set, knew what to do. He made sure that like he had all of his lines down. He had so many shots lined up for that day. Because we knew Locke wasn't gonna be able to stay there long. We had to get everything going. I think the very first thing we shot was that shot where I'm like walking through the door and I close the door and we're like side by side in the shot. It's just like right here in front of me. We're like acting in a movie right now. It's just such a weird experience. But it was cool and he was very good at like, I think very rarely did he like mess up a line. He was great on set, and like even outside of filming, just having the chance to meet Locksteady was like one of the most memorable things out of that year for sure.
My part in the film was to play the mob boss slash nightclub owner, ultimately to provide the momentary MacGuffin that Eric was after in the sequence. I got to be the bad guy for a minute. To say that I was honored wouldn't even really begin to cover it. I can't stress enough how much I truly believe that Eric is one of those undiscovered creative geniuses. When he reached out to me and said that he actually had a part that he wanted me to actively play and he was willing to bring me out to do it, I was completely floored. To have a named part that was actually relevant to the plot was mind-blowingly amazing. I was so excited. When Eric first gave me the first little bits of the script, I wasn't sure what my part was going to be at that point. He'd kind of given me like a vague idea of what he wanted me to do. When I first got to actually sit down and read what it was I was going to do, the first thing I had to do was tell myself not to give in to the stereotypes in my brain, because, you know, you hear like mob boss and it's like, no, don't do that. And we even had to redo one take because when we were filming, I accidentally slipped into the Hollywood stereotype mob boss. So like my internal process was very short. I really just told myself, hey, you've never done this before, so be humble first of all. You know, he asked me to do it, so there was something about me that was key and relevant to it. But I will also say, getting to be a mob boss for 10 minutes was kind of awesome too.
For the most part, went really smoothly. We had to take a good break to go over the fight stuff at the end. That took a lot of coordination. Oh.
Extended, I'm coming at you. Bang. Right. At this point, I'm coming back. Bang. Right. I'm going to step right into it.
No.
And also getting all the extras in. Like we had a bunch of extras come in. Also, like when shit's getting crazy with the bar fight, like having like people run past and like scatter and stuff. A lot of moving parts on that shot. It was technical in a lot of aspects, but like it was also like, it felt like the most filmy day, if that makes sense. It was the most like, we had extras on set. We had like someone flown in to be like an actor in it. We were using like, you know, breakaway bottle props. We had fight scenes and everything. Everything felt like we were on a film set. Two things. One was trying to figure out the camera work on that fight. You know, when you have extras all over the set, you have to figure out, how do I make sure that everything in the screen is lined up well? You're making sure that when we do, you know, punches and stuff, that on camera it looks like that I'm actually hitting him. And then also, how do you make sure that the camera's not accidentally running into an extra on set? We knew how like the exact attacks would go, but not how it would look on camera, where the camera would be. So that just took a lot of trial and error, making sure that the camera was where it needed to be. For a good chunk of that fight, it's one shot. We made an extreme effort to make sure that we didn't do a lot of cuts. I absolutely hate fight scenes that have like a million cuts. Obviously, I like to think that a lot of the shots that we did were very like John Wick inspired, just like not doing crazy cutaways and making sure that it looked like the stuff that we're doing on camera is actually happening in one cohesive cut. The beer bottle smash, which took a few takes. So the idea was that I was gonna fill up a little bit of water in there, make it look like I was drinking a beer, flip it and smash it. And it ended up like being a problem having the liquid in the bottle. The timing on turning around and hitting didn't work out right.
Bottle.
That was gonna happen. On one of the takes, I actually hit Zach accidentally with the real bottle because we were doing a test. I swung around and clocked him in the head. He was totally fine. You okay? Okay.
Oh.
You okay?
Okay. Oh my God.
I was scared shitless.
I was very excited to be the one that was taking the bottle to the face. I don't know, I never had someone break a bottle over my head. The breakaway bottle was nothing. Like, it was like, you kind of felt the pressure, but after that, there was no pain, there was no anything. Like, same thing with the real beer bottle. Everyone freaked out, but I didn't even know it was real until someone told me. I was a theater kid growing up, like, from 4 or 5 years old up until out of high school. I did a year of theater after high school as well. So I hadn't done anything since I was like 19 years old. So whenever I got the chance to do something again, I jumped on it because, you know, I haven't done it in so long and I missed it.
I'm worried about hitting you.
Don't be scared of it again.
All right, worried.
Doing the one with the actual breakaway. The breakaway bottle, I guess I was like turning too fast.
Now.
Oh.
Okay, that's a retry.
Fuck.
Now.
Oh.
You good?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
And so it would just disintegrate like Thanos snapped before I could even actually make contact.
3, 2, 1, go.
We finally got it. The one we got, you know, the one you saw. I just want to say thanks to everyone who like showed up, all the extras that showed up. It was a grueling process trying to get people to actually like come by and be a part of it and be extras. And so like the people who actually showed up and devoted time on set to like being there and being part of that experience. Thank you so much. Seriously. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's the arm?
Very fashionable, not very functional. We're
Yeah.
gonna see if this works. If you were watching this after the film was released, you fucking know. You know what happened.
Shooting a fight scene is a lot different than shooting typical dialogue scenes. Dialogue scenes take way longer than you would imagine, whereas the days that we shot fights, real quick. I did not expect that. I assumed that shooting a fight scene would take forever in a day. It was one of our shorter days actually shooting that warehouse scene.
Action. Put your fucking hands up now!
Juan showed up, was like, here's this idea I had. Quickly asked us about our fight backgrounds if we had any. One of them had like some fighting experience. So he kind of just picked each person that was gonna be a guard and kind of worked around that to get like a feel for how they would fight in the scene. It was a lot of learning on the spot. It was a very, very snappy shoot day, but it was also like my favorite by far. It was incredible. So the funny thing about the arm was like, if I was stiff, if I like made myself stiff to protect the arm, I couldn't fight properly. So I eventually had to like give in to like, this arm's gonna get fucked up. I just have to be okay with it. I was okay to move and fight with it, but at the cost of like, by the end of the day, the arm was done. I didn't think we were gonna be able to use the arm again. It was weird having this weird appendage on me, trying to fight and do combat moves that I never thought I'd do in my entire life. Not a damn thing. I love everything about that shoot. The arm break that we do on Zach, and the way Zach screams, it was so good. We kept it in because it was just like great. He was such a good sport during that whole process. I'm like rolling over him and shit. I had to put this stupid like fake stuffed arm online off of like Amazon. I think Zach was like, I have these like thin wooden sticks in my car. We can just shove in the armholes and you can actually like put weight on it and snap it. And that'll make it look cool. Because the stuffed one was just, there was no bone structure to it. So we stuffed the stick in it and that made it like rigid and snapped, and yeah. I loved setting that up, that was fun. Jason, oh, I guess technically it was the one thing I would go back and do over again. There is a take where I have to break free from Jason's grip and I actually punched him in the face. I was so shocked that I punched him that I stopped the take and was like, are you okay? And everyone was upset that I stopped everything, but I was just scared about his well-being. To this day, I punched him so hard that I actually fucked up my thumb. If I like bend my thumb this far, it actually hurts a little bit. It is not fully healed since that. That was months ago.
My name is Colin. I was one of the security officers that got into a big scuffle. I do, here comes the nerd flag, I do watch a good bit of professional wrestling. I used to actually do the training to actually do professional wrestling. Kind of have an idea of how like the choreographed stunts work. The stunt choreographer came up with something on the fly. I was like, all right, here's what you're gonna do. It was really cool to see him like, okay, well, we have this guy coming in and throwing a punch, so we don't want you doing any punches, or, you know, we want you to do something new with everything. So it was really cool to see like the wheels turning on somebody who's been like a award-winning stunt choreographer. You know, I did get punched in the face. That was something we did try not to do, but Eric Superman punched me, which is where he like jumps off one foot and goes to punch, and we were just like in it. And so he jumped and my head was back, so I turned back into him and like just got clocked right in the face. My favorite part for me was we had a stroke of luck. It was raining the day of the warehouse, and the warehouse had a leak. There's actually like a big water spot, but it looks like blood. It looks like he's just got a pool of blood coming out of his head, and that was like my favorite thing, because like, wow, that wasn't even planned, and we got lucky with that.
All the like actors and stuff who had like never done that shit before in their life were such class acts the entire time. Really patient, listened to all the instructions. We all had a good time, except for Mark, because the air quality level in there was garbage, but it looked good. That's the other thing I will say. Mark worked his fucking taint off to make that shoot look good. I have never seen that man move so fast in my life shooting a camera. It was incredible. It was really cool. He did some top tier work on the camera front.
Action. All right, get up and walk out. Thank you very much. That is a wrap on day 2 of Brain Dancer, Act 3. Woo! Lift and slap.
Jerk chicken is actually a skit concept that I came up with years ago. I was like, how funny would it be if like we did like a fake cooking show? The guy makes like, oh, he's gonna make a jerk chicken recipe, but like, what if the chicken was a literal jerk?
Hi everybody, my name is Eric. Today I'm going to show you how to make a classic jerk chicken recipe. Now, everyone knows the #1 ingredient is the chicken.
I always swore that I would make that skit a reality, we'd shoot it. But like, I couldn't figure out how to make it like a full sketch. And I sat on that idea for years and years, and I knew I wanted Eric to be kind of like down on his luck at the start and like not really knowing what to do with his life. So I was like, the skit idea is fucking stupid. What if that's where he's at in life? He's like making these stupid sketches. And I was like, we could do the jerk chicken thing. I don't have to make the whole thing, and we can put it in there. And so like, close friends of mine who knew that like I had this sketch idea for a long time, I think we made a little teaser spot for when we were shooting that day. And they were like, did you do jerk chicken? Like, yeah, we did. Doing that shoot was so silly. You took a video of me hunched over like on the ground behind with like 2 pitchforks or whatever in the back of the chicken because I have to animate the chicken talking. I look down because I'm like, this is my life right now. That shoot was hysterical. Just the absurdity of it. I love everything about it.
Yes, how you doing? My name's Mark. People call me Badger. It was really funny last year when people called me Daddy Badger. I am from the sprawling metropolis of Lafayette, Louisiana. And my role on this film, that's a convoluted question. So I was director of photography, I was audio engineer, I was grip, electric, lighting, and actor. So when it comes to the equipment that we used for filming this, I'll start with audio. This is more for the techie people. You know, what equipment did you use? And you actually want to know the equipment. So this is for you guys. So for audio, we used the lav kit that we used was the Rode Wireless Go, which is it's good. It's a good lav kit. I'm not going to say it's the best one in the world, but it's the best one I can afford. And then the Rode NTG shotgun is what we used for our boom mic. When it comes to camera, we used all Canon products. The camera itself was the Canon C70 cinema camera. For lenses, we used a 35mm Cine lens. We used a 24-70 L series and a 70-200 L series. For lighting, we used all aperture lighting with a 600D, 2 100Ds, 3 90Xs, panel lights, and MC brick lights that we've used on this one. I think for this, I mean, everything went really well. Everything went really good with it. I feel like we had very minimal problems when it came to the equipment that we used. We shot a lot of really cool stuff. So there's a difference between, for me, there's a difference between the cool shots we got and my favorite shots. So I'll give you the cool shots. The cool shots we got, like the slow-mo smashing a bottle over somebody's face, awesome. The docking sequence that got cut, that was great. The fight scenes, those were all fun. Exhausting, but fun. But my favorite shots are 2. There's 2 of them. One is a close-up of Dyson in the interrogation scene, and the other one was a medium close-up of Dyson when he put down Infamous's jacket. And the reason is because like it was really nice sometimes when like you see the way you wanted the shot to look with the lighting correct, angle correct, and it just like you just have this, you get this feeling of like, oh yes, thank God. And like to me, those are the 2 most beautiful shots in the entire thing. Very simple, not crazy, but gets the point home kind of shots. There's a few difficult days. So one thing that like, you know, happened throughout the production of this movie is I started to have some medical problems. I started getting these things called absence seizures. And pretty much an absence seizure is where you are, like we could be having a conversation and I'm talking to you, then all of a sudden the light switch goes off and there's nobody home. It didn't affect mainly on our shoot days a lot, but like it was something that I think it happened closer towards the end where I had a couple on set. But it was mainly like the second fight scene, which was at the warehouse. It was extremely dusty. Like we had to go the night before, we cleaned, we were all wearing masks and everything like that. It was fine, but it was just extremely dusty. And I have an extreme allergy to dust. And so I started like having wheezing fits, and you gotta understand, for you guys have seen the fight scene now, it's a lot of movement and a lot of running. I was wheezing. The stuff we got out of the day was great. getting to work with Quan and now having not only like getting to work with him, but now like kind of have him as a friend. And so it was really nice getting to be humble and ask, hey, what's the best way to do this? And him know from that perspective, okay, let's try this, 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 and this, and like being able to listen and doing it. And that made that day better, but it was just a tough day overall. Another tough day was, it was one of the last shoot days we had where we shot at the garage, and the temperature, I could check the temperature gauge, it was 110 in the garage that day. My body was just not having it. I was dehydrated. I would pinch my skin stayed. And so like, I had to call it. Like I felt bad, I felt terrible, but like, it's either call it or, you know, go to the hospital. But to me, it's interesting. A lot of the stuff that were bad days for me were due because of my own physical health. It wasn't due to the work we were doing in the film. It was only by my own limitations. My favorite day on set was the bar scene. It was a long day, but it was one of those long days that felt good. There was a shot that we got where Eric walks in to the bar, and we got like the 4 extras that were left and scrunched them up into one area, and I shot it in a way to where it's like, hey, we're gonna get tighter here and we're just gonna follow you. And I was like, okay. And then when I looked it back, I'm like, okay, this looks like way more people in that place than there actually are. This works. And we had other good moments throughout it. You know, the fight scene, shooting all the fight scenes was a lot of fun. I think the fight scene in the warehouse, I think looked really good, and working with Quan was really good. But I feel that the sword fight scene, I enjoyed a lot. And the reason was because I feel like we took some of the things that we learned from working with Quan and some of the things that Jeff kind of had from doing scenes in different films, and kind of mixed a lot of that together to where we didn't just make this like, because we didn't do like a quick sword fight scene and like, oh, look at this and it's done. You know, like we kind of like took a page from Pirates of the Caribbean movie and kind of was like, hey, let's like interact with the environment. Let's pull things from the environment. We know we're doing this as a Warner. We can play with it's a fucking mechanic shop. You know, have them hide behind a tire. We'll do this thing where we're underneath the thing instead of being on it, because that's a safety hazard. We're gonna be underneath it, and we'll do this crazy shot, even though one time I did knock the crap out of my head on that bar. But like, you know, it was just a lot of fun. I'll leave off with this. A lot of it is, don't let your creativity be hindered by your reality.
I could feel the music in my soul. 2 hours of straight up techno. We had like 3 people ask us if we wanted Molly. We're like, no, we're good. We're here for Cloud, and that's it. It was so cool getting to see him live, and then like knowing like we were gonna incorporate some of his music in the film. It was just like, it was really great getting to like actually experience it like live. That was a great night. I hit up a Fiverr artist by the name of Acid Fader. I found him because he actually got shouted out on, there's a YouTuber named Moist Critical, and he shouted him out as being one of the best Fiverr gigs you could sign up for. I went to his page and he had like incredible music that he had done. I was like, I have this track that I've been using for my Twitch streams. Can you make like a remix of it? I'm about to listen to it for the first time. I'm very excited. All right. Yes. This is cool.
Yes! This is awesome.
Holy shit. So good. I like this.
Yeah, this is cool.
Damn.
This is so good.
And yeah, and he like whipped it up in a week. I wanted it kind of like inspired by Cloud. I wanted to have that kind of atmosphere. And yeah, the remix is, I mean, I use it for streams every day now, so love it. My favorite Foley sound that we did, there's a scene during the bar fight where I like knee one of the guys at the bar and I like snap his neck, and it's a very loud like crunch sound that's really satisfying. We had a bunch of old green beans in our fridge that I whipped out, and like when I cracked it, it was so satisfying. I know the face I made too. I was like, it's so exciting. I love doing Foley stuff. That's one of those things that like, if I could like have any occupation, I think Foley artist would be up there. I love just making sounds out of random objects.
We're doing Foley sounds so that punches and kicks and stuff don't sound cartoony. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna wing it. I feel ridiculous right now. Stumpier. We can't be laughing. For $3.97, you too can make realistic fighting punch sounds.
Oh.
Punch swings. Trust me, okay? Okay. I gotta see if I can, because I need to slow down, like falling into the chair, right? I need to see if I can create that sound. Don't question it. All right. It's
Well,
evading
just
me.
pull up some
Let's yeah.
see how they do it.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
I think it's such a cool craft. Yeah, so I absolutely hate storyboarding with every fiber in my being. I'm not an artist by any means as far as like drawing. I've always been like a video editor type, you know, artist. Writing comes and goes for me. If I have like an idea, I could write like crazy and like not stop, and then I'll hit a roadblock and be stuck for months. I have a hard time thinking about what I have in my head and putting it on paper. And so like trying to do that was just like, I have to keep erasing and doing it again until it was like kind of how I wanted. Absolutely hated that process. There was one rewrite thing that was kind of funny, that was totally my fault and not Locksteady's fault at all. So Dyson's original name, the idea was that he was going to be known as Dyson for the longest time in the film, and at the end there was going to be a joke where his name was Jerry. You'd find out his like real identity was Jerry. I thought it was funny. And what I had originally wrote, his original name was going to be Jerry Falter. For some reason, in the second act, when I was writing it, my brain got switched up, and I wrote Lottler. So, we are a week away from shooting Jeff's part where he plays Jerry Falter, who is in the NCPD, or like the cyberpunk lore, that is the police commissioner for the Night City Police Department. In the back of my mind, I've been thinking about a line that Locke said when we filmed it, where I couldn't think of what Locke called him when we did the scene. I went back and he called him Lottler. I'm glad we caught it before, you know, we ended up going through with it, and then in post being like, oh shit. So, it's fine.
Shit.
Locksteady was only received the second act. He didn't have the whole script. We did it on purpose so we could surprise him with the rest of the film. Of course, Locksteady, being the amazingly talented actor that he was, read the script. And so on set, and I didn't catch it, he says Lottler. And after we shot, I was like, God damn it. He said Lottler. And we had already shot stuff at that point, so I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to rewrite everything. So we changed it to, we got rid of the Jerry bit and we changed it to Dyson Lottler. And that's how that whole thing happened. We're gonna have those back two doors open like this.
Well, no, they're gonna have to open it. You can have Eric, so one person opens this, the other one opens this. Throws Eric in, shuts the door, hops in the back, and then the other can go in.
One of you will hop in the back, the other one will go in the shotgun seat. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, do you want it like that, or would you rather?
As long as they don't fall off.
They won't, dude. These magnets are super fucking stupid strong. Like, super fucking stupid strong.
Fucking crazy strong.
Like, they're fucking crazy strong. Jesus, fuck, they're strong. I can't barely move this shit.
That's beautiful. Wow.
So are you.
Aw.
Man, we're just like all gay for each other tonight.
What? Gonna get kidnapped. Gonna get kidnapped. What?
Oh, that was kind of like the start of when everything started going downhill production-wise. Like if I could trace back to like when things started getting a little difficult production-wise was that night. We had already shot all day, everybody's tired, and we go to shoot that and it like fell apart and we're like, all right. Originally the idea was that I was like walking home, right? And a guard would come around the corner, try to get me to like freeze, and I would run the other way, and then a truck would come out from the other corner, pull out in front of me, get out, grab me, do a little scan thing, and throw me in the truck and leave. The other aspect of that was a drone shot they were supposed to do for surveillance for the ARG that we were doing. So, fun fact, those of you at home, if you ever want to make a film, never make a film with a drone shot. What ended up happening was the shot we needed was a drone shot, and the drone was not happy that day. Action!
Oh shit, hold up.
Okay, hang on, pause.
Did not record the phone.
It did not go to the phone?
No.
I froze.
Fucking had to manually land you, you little bitch.
The very first take that we did of that, Link, who was amazing during the whole time we were shooting stuff with him. He was like one of the guardsmen. He was gonna come and do the kidnapping scene as well. He wanted to be a part of it. The first take that we did of it, him and my buddy Joel went to go like close their doors on the truck before leaving, and his hand got smashed on the door.
So we were doing the like kidnapping of Eric, and whenever we went to like shove him into the car and then close the door, I closed the door and it didn't stick. So I went and like pushed it again, but like as I pushed it again, Shaggy closed the other door and it like slammed onto my hand, and I moved it and he pushed it in, and I was like, he doesn't know, no one knows. It's like numb, so I'm just going to run with it. So I jumped onto the truck, and then whenever I banged on the top of the truck, that's when it started hurting, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to get a medic. When it's like, it looks perfectly normal now, except for like a small little scar, but it's like one of the things that I point to other, like, I point out to other people, I'm like, yeah, this is a scar that I got whenever I was like in a movie. And
But yeah, poor dude. I felt so bad when it happened. We had to actually like send him home for the day. We ended up stopping filming after that happened, and we decided to shoot it another day. Okay. We'll do a practice run. The first thing I thought about when I saw him in full costume was that is an intimidating man. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to have a very intimidating presence. It was really cool because like I've always wanted to shoot a film with Jeff. He had been in the past 2 projects that we did, but like very quick moments. I knew immediately that I wanted to have Jeff back on for this one, and I wanted to reprise his role, and I wanted it to be kind of like a revenge thing for him. Jeff did such a good job of like being this very like intimidating presence on camera. Like if you got a mask over your head, you have to act differently entirely. And so like Jeff did such a good job of like emphasizing his like body movements and stuff and being this really creepy. Like he'd like turn his head and do stuff like that.
No, actually, I mean, it was second nature because I've played so many monster characters where I've had to like convey emotion through basically without facial features. So actually having no face at all, I was actually really stoked and excited about, because I had to make the whole thing animated entirely through my body. Not just mostly through my body, like entirely through my body. So I did spend at the beginning some time just kind of like finding the beats to seeing like what mannerisms made sense, you know, within the dialogue. So there definitely was some prep time, for sure. But it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
There's one shot in particular, and it's when he's saying, "Where is he?" When he leans in really close.
Where is he?
And I remember when we did that shot, I was legitimately like scared. And I've never experienced that on set, like doing a film project where like, it didn't feel like I was like on a set anymore. Like I felt like I'm actually like in a troublesome spot right now. There's something about interrogation scenes, like slow burn, tense interrogation scenes that I love. One of my favorite interrogation scenes is the cold open to Mission Impossible 3. There's something about that scene that's so tense and like uncomfortable, and it builds up. I knew when I wrote this scene that I wanted Eric to be very like cocky and confident until something that until this point had always been in another world, another dimension, became very real when the vest slams on the table, because he knows that that's like his counterpart in another universe, and it's here in front of him. You can see the moment where like me as a character realizes that he's like in a world of trouble, because like his face like just stops being snarky and he's like, oh shit. And I really tried to emphasize that during the scene. I think the hardest part was really just the start of it, the moment where Joel brings me in the room and I have that bag over my head. I can't see and I have to be put into a chair, and I'm trying not to like trip over anything or like knock stuff over. We did like 7 takes of me just sitting in that chair and getting like the handcuff on, and the handcuff was like falling apart when we were trying to shoot it. I was like, oh my God, we can't even handcuff me.
Oh, damn.
it was turning into a weird mess just right at the start, but after that, I mean, it went a lot better. The pigeon room is a disgusting, terrible place, and I'm pretty sure if I ever go to hell, that's where I'll end up.
Hold my hand, hold my
sex scene I've ever filmed.
No.
Surprisingly, it's not
Shooting that scene where like I have to get like really scared and I'm yelling and like I'm like being entered into the BD simulation.
Okay, so he's walking up behind you.
I crowned the Sir Fucked.
Action.
You fucking bastard! I swear if I get out of here, I'll...
Come on, Eric. You love video games, don't you? You're the pain.
And I have to like scream in pain. I had never done anything like that before. That loud and intensely, and it was weird trying to prepare for that. I had to be like super serious on set because I'm about to be like subjected to this like torture device essentially. The take that we used for that was like, I was so happy with it. The moment where like I'm like screaming and then like I go out. Everything about it looked great. The lighting, like the way it was shot and everything. I was super happy with it. I thought we were gonna keep it.
Kinda. Message all hey.
As you're walking, you see the lights come on.
Drive at me.
And then when he gets out.
Could you chase me to the end where that dead wall is? And then I'm like stuck there, and then Shaggy gets out and tells me to run around. And you make sure that you're ahead of me as I run, because you're going to see the headlights behind me as I'm running away. It's going to look really cool. So we'll do that.
So that gate, that second fence, then we want to cut to a side profile of him running and hitting the wall, and then you coming up with the truck and stopping the headlights in front.
Just like running into the straight wall when there's like all this.
The kidnapping scene that we do in the film, it looks incredible. We changed locations to the back of Jeff's business that he runs in his plane trade. We were gonna redo the way the shot was done because the location didn't work for how we shot it originally. Fun fact about using a drone, you have to abide by the laws of like airplane or like air traffic control. And the military were doing some kind of test flight, so we did not have drone access when we were about to shoot.
Why did we not check that? I could have swore we checked this the other day.
You did. They said it was fine. That's the fun thing about airplanes, Eric. There's something called temporary no-fly zones. And currently, through the DOD and SUFR, we are currently under a temporary no-fly zone.
Marine Forces.
That means they're doing some kind of test flying.
That's cool, but also not great timing. What the fuck?
This has somehow been the most annoying shoot I've ever had to do. The scene, yes. This is the third time, and every time it's been a no-fly zone issue. The next thing I do, I'm not touching the drone at all. It's so fucking finicky. It's not even worth it. But I gotta get it now because it's like integrated in the whole thing.
We're like, what are we gonna do? And Jeff goes, I got a Segway that I've put like 600 miles on. We could just use that. I'm like, what?
I could always get my Segway and then do the camera.
Go ahead and grab your stuff if you don't mind. Go ahead and grab that.
Jeff, you actually have a Segway?
Yeah, dude, that's hot. Dude, I put over like 600 miles on it. I use it for shooting. I use it for shooting. I ride it. I ride it to here for work and grocery shopping more than the Corvette plane trade car. It is so fucking fun.
You gotta go get things oil changed. It
doesn't have oil.
It's electric.
Boogie, Look, I'm gonna grab it and so you can see because if it will make things so much easier to not have to run.
It will, but I have to control the Segway while shooting.
I will do it.
He's gonna, yeah. Well,
I'm
who's gonna drive the truck?
I will do
Who's
it.
gonna drive the truck?
Can you drive stick?
Shaggy can drive a stick.
You can drive stick, Shag?
So he comes back with his Segway.
Need to collect all the waste that's left.
There he goes.
Portable drinking water. He helped them make the India said you do this.
I'm having a fever dream right now.
I know. Are you okay? It changes colors. Oh shit.
He's gonna pimp out.
Yo, he does. Like gamer Segway.
Razor.
Razor Segway. Look at him go.
This man crushes pussy.
Weight.
You just lean forward.
Yeah, the more weight you put on the front of your feet, faster it goes. And then to stop, you put weight on the heels of your feet. You gonna try?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. You must get on from the back, because if you get on from the front, and step back, the weight is gonna go to the front, and it's going to take you out.
Oh god.
This thing weighs a lot more than it looks. Okay. To get off, you step back. Get on from back. Get off. You can use me for a brace if you like. Don't feel ashamed to, honestly. You steer with your knees. Only put pressure on that if you want to turn left or right.
Yeah, this is gonna end badly. I'm gonna. I feel it. This is not for me.
Well, just.
That was fun. I'm curious about something. How safely would you be able to? How easy is it for you to get off the Segway after you've done that kind of thing?
Hey, bud.
And Shaggy, whenever I get at the wall, stop to get out the car, and then we'll do the bit.
I can like stop here and then hop off and then
Can follow me?
that.
Yeah, he's not in.
That's my black leather jacket. My black leather jacket. No, I have black shirt here. Bigger than you. I mean, if you were this big.
Alright, Nick, you gotta see some sex.
Would you
Let's
mind?
see what a real man looks like.
Woo! Please send me the footage of this.
Actually, fits perfectly.
Great.
Well, you have the gun pointed at me, and do the thing. After like a second or two, act like you're going up to your ear, like you move to the side, and you're like, it's the other one, sir. Wait a moment, like a second, and then you're like, all right, you're coming with me. You grab me, Jeff. When Mark grabs me to put me in the truck, what we're gonna do is I want you to follow him, putting me into the truck. We will throw me in here. And what we'll do is you throw me in the truck, and then this will close this first, right?
Yes.
So we'll close this, and then you'll get in, Mark, and close it. And as soon as this door closes, we'll cut. We'll cut on that. It'll cut the black on the film. I think we may be able to just do this in one take.
This means not me being facetious. Can I rough you up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just need the props now.
Yeah. Eric, jump in the back of the truck. We have to go backwards.
Okay.
Meet you on the other side.
Right back to that way.
You know what? This is funny.
At the angle that it's
He's
at,
just floating. Like from here, he looks like he's like gliding.
Yeah.
I am. What do you mean? It looks like I'm gliding.
That man is so talented on a Segway. I don't know how he did it.
I went on a Segway tour like, 10 years ago. And ever since then, I was like, I'm gonna get one. But they've always been so big and just like dumb. And then I saw Segway was making, or Ninebot, we bought out Segway. They're making a go-kart that doubles as a Segway. So I got it for the go-kart, but when you take the wheels off of they're the drive motor, the drive wheels of the go-kart. And so when you take it off, it came with like this little, it comes with a little like stick that you can see me like steering with, you know, and then when it turns into Segway mode, it can only go half as fast, but it's still plenty fast enough. And then I started just like riding around just a little bit, and then like eventually riding it to work, and then riding around more than I drive. Like I'll go grocery shopping with that thing, and I'll just bring like 3 backpacks with me. Like I freaking love it. It is so freaking fun. Do I look stupid? Absolutely. Do I care? After the first 5 minutes, no, not so much.
Jeff shot this. He drove on his Segway while the truck followed. While I'm running away from the truck, we had Joel drive the truck because you know how to drive a stick shift. The truck was a stick shift. When we did the first shot, the truck was to the left and I was to the right, and we were trying to cheat it on camera so that it looked like it was behind me, but it never looked right. So what we ended up doing was, I was like, Joel, do you think you can actually like drive safely right behind me? He's like, yeah, I think I can do it. So we did the take where he's right behind me and I'm running for my life.
Okay. Okay.
It was like really intense. I figured it would have been fine. All he had to do was drive it a straight line. So like, if I die on camera, I guess, all right, well, whatever. But I was really worried at the start, but it ended up being way better than I imagined that scene could have gone entirely. It was cool. And we even got, Mark got to make a little cameo. He's the only guard that doesn't reappear in the movie, but Mark got to like play a little role in it because he played Badger in the previous 2 films. So it's cool to have him back and like be a part of that. Really happy with the final product.
I think that's it. That's a wrap.
Woo! We did it!
Finally got it done.
Woo!
Thank fucking God.
Dude, I really appreciate that.
Oh God, they couldn't make it.
Hey.
It is day
What's the
5?
night before the trailer release? We're all through the house. Ready to get this shit done. Fetch me my blouse.
Like, what? Here we are.
Here.
These chairs are heavy.
Alright, so just so you can see the angle.
This is the side profile, right?
No, this is close up. How can it be a close up if it's a side profile of your shot?
Alright, Mark. You shoot it. Couldn't show television. Okay. Eric starts insulting. Eric. You look like Great Value Kurt Cobain.
Eric, please.
But and he's got a British accent. Oi, you grasping dick.
Eric.
What? It's so stupid.
I always try to incorporate films with Colin in some way. I've known that dude forever. We used to make little silly sketches in high school together. And so like, anytime I get to do one of these projects, I always am like, hey, do you want to be in it? And he's like, yeah. And so he got to do 2 separate things, but this scene that we're talking about is this little coffee shop bit, and it kind of kicks off the whole film with me being very like down on my luck and not knowing what to do, kind of like lost in my path after all the stuff with Redacted. You know, I try to think about like what it would be like if I had actually experienced a situation like that. You go through this like incredible experience where you're like helping some, you know, your doppelganger in another universe. Like you just have to go back to like being a regular guy again. Like, how would you feel about that? I wanted Colin to kind of be this like person to be like, what the fuck is going on with you, man? Like you are lost on your way right now. And it's a cute little beginning scene with the chicken and all that stuff. And it's a good way to like set up the film and like where Eric's at mentally.
Our top story tonight is the kidnapping of local Lafayette resident Eric Edrington. Eric was last seen walking down a nearby shopping center when a pickup truck with two men cornered him and took him away in a matter of seconds. In an effort to help locate him, police have released the surveillance footage to our news station capturing the moment he was taken. The footage shows Eric running away frantically as the truck chases behind him. What's particularly interesting about this footage is the armed guard appears to be communicating with a third party. After a moment, Eric is roughed up and carried away into the back of the truck, and a few seconds later, the truck is gone.
You're shooting a little ARG video with Amy from, who played Jessie in Redacted. I'm excited to see her again. I haven't seen her since we were on set. Yeah, so it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Pretty fun thing.
Let's do it.
The final one, and essentially it takes place after the events of the last one we filmed with you, where both Cyber Eric and this one. Did you watch the whole thing when it aired, or like when I uploaded it? Were you able to see the whole thing?
To the victim.
Better than it was.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't tell anymore.
Okay.
I'll try to stop on it and Good evening, everyone. I'm Gillian Jordan. Our top story tonight is the kidnapping of local no, I need to just take a second.
Yeah. There she goes.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
The footage suggests that these men were after Eric for a specific reason. However, those close to the victim state they have no idea why anyone would be after him. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Eric Edrington, please call our hotline at 653-1356. Wait, infamous Eric? No, I love him.
Alright, cut.
Getting it from underneath is actually nice because it's more bassy that way.
That's what she said.
Why won't you say that? I guess. She could say that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. You can modulate with the tone.
Yeah. Say loading on the Project Bonebreaker.
Load him into Project Bonebreaker. Load him into Project Bonebreaker. Load him into Project Bonebreaker. Load him into Project Bonebreaker. Load him into Project Bonebreaker.
Okay.
Load him into Project Bonebreaker.
Okay.
Accessing dossier. I'm gonna get right to it. We know, you know, your alternate counterpart is, and you're gonna tell us where he went. I was hoping you'd say something stupid like that.
Recording audio and hitting play.
One thing that they managed to bring back was his jacket, so after some digging, we found out who the person he stays in contact with most. You. My name is Dyson Lawler. I'm the commissioner of the Night City Police Department, and your friend is guilty of traveling across dimensions, specifically into Sector 623, which houses the Federal Bureau of Control. God damn it, no! Oh, that's harder, that is harder, that made it harder. That definitely made it harder. All right, I'll just do it again, and I'll just condense.
Okay.
What's on here? My name is Dyson Lawler. I'm the commissioner of the Night City Police Department, and your friend is guilty of traveling to another universe. Apparently, he caused quite a ruckus in Dimension 623, which houses the Federal Bureau of Control. We found him back in Night City and tried to detain him. However, he managed to get away and out of the scuffle with my officers. The only thing we managed to come back with was his jacket. So we did some digging to see who he talked to most. You. I'm gonna ask again. Where is he?
Good shit. That was perfect.
Badger was lining my pockets to keep his part of the town the way he liked it. And now that he's out of the picture, I'm not getting paid. Eric, I'm gonna ask you one last time. And if you don't give me the answer I'm looking for, we'll just have to move on to more alternative methods. Where is he?
Oh my god! Yeah, that's the take. That's it. That's the sauce right there. All right.
That's the sauce.
Next is loading in the Project Bonebreaker.
You're right, Eric. We did use something to get here. And with that device, we have access to all kinds of fun items from various universes. Does the name Monogon mean anything to you? You see, here, they're just a fictional conglomerate. But a few dimensions over, they happen to be very real. The lovely folks over at Monogon have been working with Militech to create a new, more ethical approach to torture. Their idea? A brain dance that binds to your nervous system and forces you to survive against all manner of freaks and monsters. You die in there, your brain dies out here.
Okay, this is the bit where you gotta cut me off.
Oh, come on, Eric. It'll be just like a video game. You love those, don't you? Well, that's the whole point of this. You're the bait.
Get on the ground, motherfucker! Sir, it's the other one.
Hold on, what do you mean the other one? Some kind of mistake?
After 4 days of video editing and 2 days of acting and shooting, very tired, but I'm excited. We are ready to release the trailer. The trailer is, at the time of shooting this, is like my, I'm so happy with it as an editor. I made sure that like we got a little bit of everything in there. I wanted to tease at the end that we actually got a VR version of me in the game. I was so happy with it. I'm still super proud of that trailer. I had a really bad day when that trailer aired, and I was at work when it aired. The job I had at the time was kicking my ass, and I was really depressed. I did get to see everyone's reactions live to the trailer, and everyone being like so excited and like asking questions about what was happening, and like, you know, being surprised when they saw the VR avatar reveal and everything. I remember crying. So I was like, all this like hard work that I'm putting into everything is like, it's like payoff, you know? The project's been like so much. So it's just like cool getting a brief moment to like take a victory and be like, yeah, we're working on something really cool here. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's been what, a month and a half since we filmed last?
Over a month.
Hey.
So I ended up forgetting a couple of items, and the trip that we had to go back and forth for that location was 45 minutes each, going there and coming back.
We
forgot some prop stuff. We forgot the giant ass tables and monitors for that brain dance room. So we gotta drive 44 minutes. Running back, we're gonna be gone a hot minute. Love filming.
We go back home, we pick up the items we forgot, we drive back, and then we get out the car and Mark says, we gotta talk for a sec.
There is a slight oversight that has happened. So, more days are required to shoot in that room, correct?
One more day, we're supposed to make, but what's up?
The next earliest day to shoot that, to have access to this is June. After today, June. No shoot can happen here until June.
Holy shit.
We found out that after we had wrapped for that day, we were not gonna be able to shoot at that location for another 2.5 months. And I was like, that's way too long. Like, this project's supposed to be done already. We're already behind schedule. Jeff conveniently took part ownership of a mechanic shop as that happened. And Jeff was like, as an alternative, we could, in theory, just reshoot the brain dance sequence at the auto shop and then just continue from there.
I told him we have two options. One option is try to get as much as we can today and then wait till June to shoot the remainder of it. Option 2 would be to find another location. That's when Jeff says, well, I'm partner over a mechanic shop now, and I have a whole mechanic shop that's large enough for it to shoot. I said, the only thing we need to do is just reshoot that last part of Act 1 and then shoot what we did shot today and the next day. And we could do that over 2 days of a weekend.
And we could do that as soon as April.
Okay. You're saying we would have to reshoot the second part of Act 1?
Yeah, which was what took us 2 hours to shoot it.
Yeah. Okay.
And we don't have to
What
worry
about
pigeons.
What about the fight scene?
We would shoot that there.
We could the fight
Oh,
scene.
the fight scene.
That
Yeah,
works. That works because the thing is, we never see that door.
Okay, the different room.
Because
right.
you just walked out. You just walked out of frame. We never saw the door, and so we could just have the door be another door into that room. If that's into the garage.
Okay. So the idea is, obviously, if we do that, we're done for the day today.
That would be the idea of that. But it's all based. We wanted to bring this idea to you. I mean, this is your baby. But like we're just sitting here talking like what's going to be the best alternatives.
The mechanic shop sounds like the best alternative.
And that's what we ended up doing, because we got to use that auto shop a few weeks later instead of waiting a few months.
I'm sorry I didn't ask you about that. I just assumed that's not it. I've had a lot going on lately.
I feel bad.
That's why, like we said, like last shoot and everything like that, we're all here to have your back because we all want to make sure this is the best product.
I appreciate that.
It's not just because, oh, this or that. It's really rough.
Love you guys too. Man, this experience has been vastly different than Redacted. It's because, like,
more turning wheels, more turning parts.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
It was a very frustrating day. I remember we spent like till 2 in the morning the night before getting everything ready for that shoot, just to find out we couldn't shoot a single damn thing. It was agonizing. I think we went home that day and just died for the rest of the day. We slept. But it did pay off because all that work that we spent that night before getting ready, future us had the payoff because we had everything ready by the time we needed to do that next shoot, so.
Chill. I'm gonna go change into a person.
Man, it helps to know people, huh? Jesus Christ.
So any sword fighting does not happen underneath. That'd be sick though if we could. Engine jump.
All of that, I really don't care. I've been meaning to either throw it, scrap it.
Narratively, we're like, so as you guys start running, we like,
we get him out of the chair and we like try to like leave the facility, and your character's like in here.
Would it be kind of cool if the inside was lit and you would shot something like this with it open and have the lights? It'd be like shadows fighting.
Okay.
Now there is a concrete pad right here as well, and these two bay doors also open. This, which would create another like super cool shadow element because we have all of these doors and these two doors, and then you have the entire shop back right.
Yeah.
Just walk up to the bathroom door. Yeah. There's no other doors, right? It's just the ones over there in the bathroom. Okay. Yeah, we would have to.
And look, that mountain jack over there, that can be, the lift over there, that can be moved.
Yeah, we could just make this. We can make this the room that I like walk through, and then we just cut to something, and then he's in the room. We'll do that. Hopefully that works. My brain's trying to like unthink about the footage that we shot already. It's just harder than it.
Wipe it.
Yeah, it's just like because we're using some of that footage.
Yeah.
But not all of it. And I'm thinking about that door. Like my character walks through that door after the fight, right? But that we're not gonna have that door here.
Which is
I think
my HR manager.
we should be able to make this work.
You're doing a good job.
So I'll definitely be seeing movies. Actually here. It just needs to like. I want the table right here and the chair right there. So if we are able to just.
Let's think. Remember how we did the sword fight in reverse? We should start at the end and we work our way to the beginning. Okay. I think we should do that for this.
Eric is going to be grunting. So to make sure we pick it up correctly on microphones, let's have a little bit of quiet on the sets. All right, so go ahead and be in your passed out form. That's how you pass out. You have trouble breathing. And action.
What the fuck is this? Look straight on my head.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah.
See, this fits more of the. To me, this fits more of the look
Yeah.
of like. Definitely like something someone from freaking.
This location is what I wanted for the first film. This is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so my line is, you fucking bastard, I swear to God, if I get out of here, if I get out of here, you cut me off, you say, oh, come on there, we'll just do like the video and you up and stop me.
And did I see that while walking up?
Yes.
You might not. You might have did the voiceover after.
It'll be just like the video.
You love that.
Now, Eric, will him holding your neck or face like that be better for your performance?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Oh no, he doesn't need to grab me just yet.
Action.
You piece of shit, I swear to God if I get out of here.
Come on! It'll be just like a video.
You love that.
And hand.
He's gonna find you, you know that? He's gonna find you! He's gonna fucking kill you! I swear to God!
break. Camera speeds. Action.
He's gonna find you, you know that? He's gonna find you, he's gonna fucking kill you, I swear to God. Oh yeah. Wow.
He's following you. Yeah.
Hold that stuff in there real quick. Hold that, you know. And then you have like no backspace, huh?
We're gonna go.
Like a sad emo album cover.
Burger King with a Burger Queen.
What?
Cut. Did you see my feet at all?
No, I didn't see you at all. Looked like it just opened on its own. Okay, that might.
All right, so Jeff, let's get you a spot on the ground. That's going to be your stopping point.
Hamstring fingers.
Okay.
That works too, yeah.
Camera's rolling.
Okay. Action.
Okay, let's get right there first.
It's so clogged up. I can see, but like, there's so much condensation.
You ready? So it goes here.
And then from there,
And then work
as soon as you move your sword, I'm like, you need to duck.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was gonna duck. That's right.
Yeah.
So
you need to duck. You're gonna have to go lower. Well, I can swing up too. But this is gonna be like 6 inches low. So I'll swing up.
locked in. Of course, it was you.
Careful, you.
So I'm going to get from over there around there.
Yes.
There you go. And then from here, that'll give you time. That'll give you time to load this, and that'll give you time to load that.
Yeah.
Does that work better?
That works.
So just real slow. I'll say something like, you got it.
All right, so yeah, I think that would be the end. I think we got this.
Yeah.
I want to do at least 2 walkthroughs.
It's fine. Yeah.
Alright. This is a little tough. It's actually easier.
It's so tough. Slide right in.
Push your arm towards me. There you go. Pushing towards me. This is like the Winter Soldier arm. Can you squeeze your thumb in anymore?
Without dislocating it?
And then there's
The
just
wrist.
the hand part.
Which, this is the part actually that...
This is the hard part, yeah. Just wash your hand.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm gonna put it in.
Should have lubed it beforehand. It's like too tight around my hand.
Should we break it and then seal it?
Yeah.
It's actually really strong.
Okay,
Wait.
well then...
Well, in that case...
I don't know, if it's really strong then let's just fucking...
Who cares where you break it? We'll just super glue it.
Almost there.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. That's almost there. Yeah, all the way. Almost. There we go.
There we
Okay.
go. Okay. Wow, that is
That's
strong.
durable as fuck. These swords came out really good.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm tired.
We're rolling.
Action.
We meant to just ADR this. There's nothing to brace it on. Like,
There's nothing to brace it on.
No.
We'll leave it there. We'll see how it goes.
Are you? Is it resting on my butt? It's just gonna fall. It's not holding on to anything. I kick, you know.
It's free kick. I don't know what to do. I mean, there's no place we can aim it.
We just don't. We just don't.
I'm gonna leave it right there for now. We're gonna do one more take. Let's see if we can get through a take with the scope plugged in. And let's try to hide that up there. Camera speed.
Action. The hard part about the sword fight and filming that is it's a one shot. If anything goes wrong in the take, you have to take it from the top and you have to start over completely. We may have tried to do that shot 8 times, somewhere around there.
Camera speeds.
Action. Slit again?
Yep.
Wait.
Anything you put on top is going to make it work.
Kitty litter.
Okay. There's kitty litter?
Right there.
I'm just going to
We add it specifically to serve.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's not kitty litter.
That more oil?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
What the?
Actually, I think it's water.
Okay.
The electric slide makes it look smooth.
It's not that slippery, honestly. Rub your feet on it. It's just the oil.
Alright, let's do this.
Action.
Horses. I am fire!
The last take that we actually used, I twisted my foot and I fell, and we cut right before this. You don't see it, but in the full shot that we did, you hear me go, ah!
I hope that was the...
I twisted my fucking ankle. But we got the shot. That's all I cared about. I would have done it again.
Do you want to get it? I can get it. You're going way down there. Yeah. Holy shit.
It was on your table.
You're like...
Boom.
I just touched you.
I didn't know it was going to go down like this. Oh my god. We're going to rehearse that for about 3 or 4 days.
2 weeks.
Well, if it was...
We did let it day. Pretty sure I sprained my ankle.
Oh no, it blurred.
It's too graphic.
It's too graphic.
Multiple. Take a gander at that.
Oh my god.
Shot it.
We got the take though.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Looks great.
Probably for 2 days.
It's a good thing I quit my job.
Yay!
It's the last big day.
It's a big day.
It's a big day.
It's a big day for you. You're gonna be acting your little butt off all day.
I gotta cry on camera.
Yeah. You look like you're kind of
Can
ready
I do
to
that?
cry now.
Jeff, you ever cried on camera?
Yep.
What do you do?
Everyone has a different method. Some people tell themselves not to cry, and it actually makes them start crying. They should tell themselves over and again, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, and then they start crying. And some people can just get there, they just fuck themselves up mentally, and get there.
I think that's where we're going.
Yeah, I need to get an audio check.
Okay. Audio testing. Yeah.
Do we want to switch this to video focus? Go ahead and go down. Action.
Eric!
Okay. All right, and down, and action.
Eric!
All right. When you get up, pause for a longer second. Because you're literally, you're up, and there's no time to recognize.
Okay.
There's no, not this refocus, not the refocus. There's no time to register your face.
Oh, okay.
And normally it would be like, hey.
You've never gotten into this before. Got it?
I'm cosplaying you.
Yeah.
And you're in the front.
This is hilarious.
And then the jacket.
Yeah. Turn around. I'm curious. You cannot tell at all. It looks like me.
So what I might need to do, I might need to do it quicker, and you can slow it down in post.
This one.
And action. Roll. Action. I did it again.
Oh, you did it again. It's too quiet in here. We choose the most interesting times to film.
I gotta get the shots where you look miserable.
I know. It's because I am miserable, but I'm passionate as well. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this, you better fucking love this project, because I'm working my pussy all on it.
It's a slow descent into
Yeah.
madness.
POV, you see me at the bar. Sucker! That's me drunk at the bar.
Drunk at the bar. What are you
No
doing?
sanitize. Make sure you capture this.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Oh, you
Let
can
some
see the
smooth
dirt.
jazz in the background.
No.
Never go to dance again. Go to zero, got no reason.
That's the best I can do.
Don't worry, buddy. We're gonna get you right as rain. Beats to comb hair too. Help. Help.
What are you gonna do with it?
We bought 6. We're down to 2. I want another excuse to break these. Like in a scene. Hi there.
Right there! Look at you! You got Zelda in the background. Is the camera down?
How much of everything is being shown right now?
Elda.
Elda?
Elda.
You ever think they would have Zelda in your world?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They have another you in your world.
I'm in frame properly.
You're in frame properly, but it's not near this. Those are the problems.
Making the director work. Jesus.
Yeah. So I can turn towards camera. $20 to get me on camera. every minute it's $20.
Damn. Dude, what if we got paid $20 a minute instead of like $20 an hour? You look short, guys.
Shoes.
Oh.
Alright, turn around. Yeah, more speeds.
Action. What do you think? Cut.
Alright, cool.
Acting.
So you know, people back home, how you doing? I'm Mark. I'm the person shooting this thing with Senor Eric. We have a quick turnaround, so it's 11:30 right now, and we all got to be back on site at 9 a.m. That means we don't get 8 hours of sleep tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Sleep deprivation is the best way to shoot a film. It's the last day of shooting Braindancer. Feels unreal right now.
He's got that caffeinated water though.
Yeah. Look at this. It hydrates and rejuvenates.
Our snacks.
We're on the way to the last shoot. We've been shooting this damn thing for months now. Not how that's supposed to go, but you know what? We're doing it.
How do you feel that today's the last day?
A lot of emotions. It feels relieving. But today is not an easy day by any means because the temperature is going to be like 90 something degrees and where we're shooting doesn't have AC. So that's going to be fun, but we're going to do it. We have to.
There he is. Hey. How you feeling? We're here. We're live.
We're live. We're live.
I'm actually streaming on Twitch right now.
Hi. I'm very tired. How many times have I said that? I'm on a mission. We got shit to do
He's in
today.
survival mode right now. I can see it in
I'm-
his eyes.
We're gonna knock this out today.
Yeah.
So,
Today's the day.
it is. I don't have a lot to say when I'm done shooting. Sorry, you gotta get this.
Yeah, no. Oh no. So the high is 92 today. It's only 10:52 a.m.
All right, mic back on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I did that last night too.
No, last night it was actually dead. Because when I plugged it up, when I got home, it was dead. All right, so boom mic it is for day.
Okay.
Camera speeds. You need to walk up in the frame.
That'll be fine. We'll do the search thing when we do this stuff.
Okay.
You ruined your own life by doing business with the wrong people. I gave you a second chance, and what did you do with it? You corrupted the entire NCPD. I let you live. Cut. Cool. There's a giant caterpillar right there.
Where?
Right by my cable.
Oh. Oh, there he goes.
Jeffrey, you good?
Yeah, I'm just making sure the caterpillar is
Oh, caterpillar season. We're talking about caterpillars and he's dying, right?
I mean, I'm a man. It's my manly man boy. Yeah, cool.
Speeds.
Action.
Yeah, that was a headshot.
Okay, action.
How's it going so far?
outside.
Good. I got shot.
I wanna
It's hot as fuck.
It is
92.
92 degrees. Chance of thunderstorms, so maybe it'll cool off.
The plus side on shooting at that location was that we had a nicer looking set, technically. We had all those like wrenches and tools and cars and stuff around. It just, as a set, on a set design aspect, it looked a lot better. The issue though, by the time we got to shoot this, winter had long gone. We're reaching summertime levels of Louisiana heat, which is in the 90s. Then you have to add on to the fact that we've got a high humidity count and there's no AC in that shop. Shooting in there is rough.
Bring it a little bit down. Right.
What's this? It's Kerenzikov. I know you've played the game, so you know what they do. They'll end this. Cut. How's that? Cool? Everyone look at it. Oh, God, right headed.
Oh, you left a mark on the floor.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh my
That's
God.
Cool. Actually, that's super cool.
Get up.
Yeah, get up.
Get
Look
up,
at it.
get
It's
up.
fucking dope. You sweat.
You know where
a hole
you know
into
where you're gonna be.
Yeah, you have your mark.
Take a picture.
Take a picture of that.
I got it, yeah.
It's like finding Jesus in a
We found digital Jesus.
It'd be funny if that was like the fadeaway shot.
Wait! Eric is looking for Infamous?
Yeah.
This is what he sees.
You better do it fast. You better do it fast before it fucking evaporates.
Hold up.
Are you fucking, that's amazing.
Yeah, we can always go right down a different spot.
I know it's fading already.
I mean, if you lay back down for a minute.
I feel like it's gonna mess it up more if I
No,
like,
like a different spot.
Yeah, like move down a little or something.
That's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's gone already.
I'm gonna.
Because it was your body sweat that
Yeah.
there was like water on the
I
ground.
wonder if I should like lay down.
Let me do this.
Mhm.
Pull back. We'll get like a sharp tank of it and see if maybe if you pull up the contrast in first.
Yeah. It is fading quickly.
Alright, so then what we're going to do is we'll come back and
Okay. We're on break until tonight. We're halfway done with the last day. But we're doing it. Feel good about it. You gonna go finish the movie?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, go ahead and prep, Jeff, with a little bit up. And call it.
Action. You ruined your own life by choosing the wrong crowd. I gave you a second chance, and what did you do with it? Corrupted the NCPD? I let you live. Cut. You're right. Shoot, and then say I'm letting you die.
So when you pick the gun up, come a little lower with it.
Lower?
Yeah, because you were out of frame. Alright, go ahead and assume the first position. You move like the gimp from freaking Pulp Fiction.
It's because there's no room to move.
I'll call it.
Action. Cut.
Cut.
You okay?
I've been doing that. I'm cool. I've been doing that all day. Watch. I'll show you the playback.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. You do have a chair behind you if you need to sit.
Other than my suit just being way too tight and extremely limiting my motion, causing me like overexertion from an overheating standpoint, yeah, I just should have ordered a bigger suit. It was a lot of fun, but I think a lot of my angst came from like having to put that thing on, with it being as skin tight as it was. It actually burst some blood vessels in my arms at one point because of just how like skin tight is not the correct phrase for what it was. It was like being surrounded by a boa constrictor everywhere at all times. It sucked, but it was fun. And sucked at the same time for different reasons of not fun.
If you're able to bring the sword in sooner, that would be cool. That way it won't give me less time to kind of incentive to try and get back up.
But yeah, I'll be quicker with the sword out.
You see why I didn't want to shoot earlier today? Because I'm like already like fucked up and earlier guys just would have.
Y'all had brain in the hospital.
You look good.
Thank you. You smell good. Camera speeds. Action. You ruined your own life by hanging out with the wrong crowd. I gave you a second chance, and what did you do with it? Corrupted the NCPD? I let you live. Cut.
It's fucking beautiful.
You're good anyway.
That was the best day.
Yeah, that was good. How you doing, girl?
Oh shit!
Tell you something, girl. I don't know what this accent is.
Look at this man's frizz. Oh shit! He got the blinky. He got the gat.
Action. 2, 3. Cut. This is it. This is the one. The last time you'll see me this way.
No.
Take this godforsaken metal arm off me.
What's with these homies dissing my girl? You gotta sing Eric's favorite song.
No, I hate Weezer. There's one song I like by Weezer. It is Hash Pipe.
All my favorite songs are slow and sad. again? Because you started like walking already and I was a little frustrated.
Yeah. Action.
Mississippi to Mississippi.
I dead-eyed the camera. Action.
Mississippi to Mississippi.
It's a lot of effort for one man, Waltler. What's this all about, huh? Cut. We'll do one more take. Action.
Mississippi to Mississippi.
Go. It's a lot of effort for one man, Waltler. What's this all about, huh?
It was you I did the monologue, I did the speech to Eric.
Close-up stuff here.
I did the it was you. Look at me. The speech when I'm on the ground talking to Eric.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I was just talking about this shot.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all the line?
That's it, yeah.
All right.
No guns though, there's a flourish.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause. That is a picture wrap on Infamous.
Yay! He's all done.
So now go back to being just plain ass.
Bored as fuck.
No Witcher hairstyle. No weird synthetic looking arm.
No Riz.
I don't know if they knew this. It's been a wig the whole time.
No.
Wow. Whew. Feels like a weird weight lifted. Okay. How you doing, buddy?
Doing, bro, doing.
Doing, bro.
Do I look thug?
Babushka. He's a babushka.
I cannot deny myself this feeling.
Ready? You ready to do this, Jeff?
Can't get it with my tongue.
It's okay, buddy.
Do you want the light on when I take it off, or you want me to turn it off?
When you grab it, try to grab the button with it. If not, it's fine. When you take the helmet off, you just press the button.
It's too difficult. Yeah, you just need to take your helmet off, dude.
What?
So you just need to take your helmet off.
Alright.
Alright, camera speeds.
Action. Cut. Nope. Nope. We're just gonna have to hope that shot we got earlier did it.
Yeah.
That was a 1 in a million thing. It's alright.
The thing is, you can still look and stop and see that because it's still a wet spot. So it's still like, where's Infamous?
Yeah.
This is where you were shot and bleeding out.
I wish they could make blood there.
Action. Eric, I did it, man. Eric. Eric? Eric? Eric, where are you? Wow, I don't know where I went when I went there. Eric, I did it. Eric. Eric? Eric? Where are you?
That was fucking good. That was really fucking good.
Are you good to get kicked several times?
I mean, don't actually kick me.
Yeah.
We're on the last 2 shots.
Well, yeah, we have lines, by the way.
I know my lines. Do you know your lines?
Oh shit.
You run so good.
I run so good.
Yeah, it's good. That's the thing.
Okay, cool.
All right, can I go drive this around the roundabout? I just want to. This is such a fun little car.
If we're doing this shot and you're spinning, the car's gonna have to be where it is.
So that's fine. I can do it later.
We'll let you do it later when we're back. That's it.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on Brain Dancer. We're done.
Daddy Badger.
Oh,
We're done.
we did it.
We did it. You're welcome. It's okay. That screen. It's 2. What time we stopped?
Oh.
What time? It's
It was
2:33 in the
2:33.
morning. We're all done.
It's the latest shoot we've had
Yeah.
ever. Honestly, I know you guys have done tons and tons of shoots on different projects, varying in all kinds of levels of insanity, but this is definitely the most ambitious thing I've ever done, and I really appreciate you guys putting in all the effort that you did to make it happen. So
It's my first time acting. I appreciate you having me on this. It was a lot of fun. Might keep doing this.
I have no idea what you guys are doing here. I just came here to smoke some cigarettes and fuck some shit up. And, I'm on with this is my last cigarette.
thanks, guys. 12 days of shooting. 6 months of shooting. Over a span of 6 months. I feel a lot of things right now. But what I really want to feel is that bed.
Let's go home.
Let's go. The big difference with doing films like this, we are on a shoestring budget with a skeleton crew. This kind of production that we shot, we definitely bit off more than we can chew. The amount of stuff that we made work is a feat in itself because we really needed more people on set to make all that stuff work. And we did it with, honestly, like 4 or 5 people at most on set helping. I'm amazed at everyone who made that stuff happen, but we put blood, sweat, and tears in this shoot to make it happen, for sure. There's a lot of nods to The Matrix in this one. To this day, I can remember like every scene from that film. It was so impactful when I saw it. You know, I wanted like a slow-mo bullet scene in this one, which we did. There's a line that I threw in there like, oh, like The Matrix? And it was like, you're gonna learn a lot more than Kung Fu, my friend. That was a nice little nod to it. There's also a nod to it right at the start when I'm thrown into the interrogation room and I look at the camera and I say, when do I get my fucking phone call? There's a scene in The Matrix where Neo says, I give you the finger and you give me my phone call.
How about I give you the finger and you give me my phone call?
And so there was a nice little nod to that I wanted to throw in there. Production-wise, I mean, like I said, this was a huge undertaking. I don't have like a film degree or anything. There is a level of naivety that I have when I make these kind of films that I don't think about the production side of them. I just write these ideas and then I go to Mark and I say, can we do this? Mark's usual response is, yeah, we can do it. There's always an asterisk on there because it's gonna be hard, but we got it done. Like everything that I sought out to do with this project, we did. I wanted to do a fight scene. I wanted a VR avatar that we could have in the film for when I'm playing the game. We got it done. We got fight scenes done. We got like an HBO award-winning fight choreographer on the set to help us organize a fight scene that looked incredible. We have a sword fight scene. We have like cool, like emotional moments. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome for it. The biggest weight off my shoulders. You know, there's obviously like the video editing aspect of it, which is a different can of worms, but that's like my wheelhouse. That's where I'm comfortable. I like editing.
The parts of like directing and stuff and writing and all those aspects that I'm still getting better at but still fairly unfamiliar with are always like very stressful for me. Pre-production's a whole beast in itself. You know, it's a lot, but like now that it's done, I'm very proud of myself and I'm proud of everybody who worked on it. We did a good job. I'm very proud of everyone here who we did what we did, but there are things about production aspect that I would do over again for sure. If you watched this, thank you. These projects are the most grueling and intense and sometimes frustrating experiences that I've ever had to commit time to. But they are also the most rewarding experiences I have ever had in my life because I get to share them with you guys. And you guys have been nothing but loving and encouraging and supportive. This project took way longer than it was supposed to. And you guys have never given up on me. And I can't thank you enough for being here and checking out the film. Appreciate it.
This will be my monument. This will be a beacon when I'm gone, gone, gone. When I'm gone, gone, gone. When I'm gone, so that when the moment comes, I can say I did it all with love, 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 all with love,
How did you go?
How did I come? Are we ready to talk about that?
I can tell you how you did that. It was during the docking scene.
Yeah, the docking scene, yeah. And I actually, one, do I remember all my lines? 2, did I remember to bring everything we needed for set? 3, where's my 5-hour energy shot?
Feel like The Office. Is he okay?
Here's the 2 little babies.
Baby boys.
Look at me. Is happy face? Happy? Sad. Big sad. I'm fine though. I'm really okay. But I look like I'm not. Bad time? Good time. Bad time? Good time. I'm farting right now. I'm so sorry.
Stop.
We are in an enclosed space.
Can't sound
You could have at
funny.
least recorded it with this, like,
modulated
oh
fart.
God.
All right.
Fartuated.
Top secret. You can't know.
I always got breakfast on the way here, and those legs are there. I need energy.
Oh yeah, no. I'm about to eat myself. Not eat myself. I'm not that hungry. But,
If there was something to be put on my tomb or on my gravestone, it would be, don't let creativity hinder. Don't let your reality hinder creativity. Don't let creativity be defined by your reality.
You nailed it every time except the very end.
I don't know if you have enough room on your tombstone.
Let me try that again. It's like running across the grave.
The thing is and please, I know we're all laughing, you hear them in the distance, right? But like, please know that like that's exactly how I'd want my tombstone to be. Just a whole bunch of fuck ups. So like, I got something that was like, reality TV is not TV. You know, that ends up being the final quote.
that's it. All right. Get this thing off me.